Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Image Builder live streaming event. I'm your host, Sunil, and I'm thrilled to be here with you guys. Today, we will be taking a look into our most exciting event of this era. It's Mastering Design Trends. So, designing in 2023 is likely to involve a combination of traditional design principles and latest tools and trends. Continuous learning helps with being updated with the latest design trends. Minimalistic design are still popular, focus on simplicity, clean lines, and ample white space to create elegant and user-friendly design. Prioritizing accessibility by designing for all users, including those with disabilities. Use accessible color schemes, provide alt text for images, and ensure keyboard navigation. This helps us considering for all users from all walks of life. We can't wait to see you here. So today our guest speaker is a full stack web developer with 10 plus years of experiences in cloud-based applications, mobile, and database development. The full stack architect, lead developer, creates interactive web experiences using React, Shopify, Swell, PHP, Laravel, Node.js, and I can go on and on with those languages. He also knows React and Svelte as well. He has skills in scripting, CMS, and database management, and follows agile methodologies and uses UI prototyping tools. And he is passionate about web development and learning new skills and technology. Let us welcome Alex Zodel. Hi,
Thank you.
welcome
Thank you,
Alex
Sunil.
Zodel in our
Thank you.
event. How are you?
I am doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. It's a great honor to have you as our guest today event. So I would like to
Thank you
interview
for
moving
having me.
forward.
Mhm.
As you know, like during our last events, we prepare some questions for our speakers and we go through them. So I would like to give you an opportunity to just give our audiences a little bit about the history that you would like to tell our audiences about you.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you. Thank you for having me today. I am Alex Jordel. I am a web developer. I have experience with both front end and back end and database development. For front end, I am using like WordPress, sorry, React, is built vanilla JavaScript, jQuery, HTML, CSS, and in backend I use PHP, Node, and besides that I also do have experience with web architecture development, and in the web application development as well.
That's
So
great.
yeah, thank you. And nowadays also I have some experience with content management system. The most popular content management system nowadays is WordPress. Besides that, I also know Shopify and BigCommerce.
That's really great. We are glad to have you on our event today, Alex. And so moving forward, I would like you to ask. All right, Alex. So I would like to ask you like our very first question. How do you identify and analyze new design trends?
Well, there is lots of ways to find out the new design trends. First, I
Right.
would say that follow the big companies around the world,
Got
and
it.
the biggest all of them is the Apple. If you go to the Apple website, you'll see the new designs, like the way they are showing their products. It's amazing. Like every product is uniquely carved, unique design, unique animation.
Yeah, no doubt.
They are presenting it very unique way. So that's making them like top of our list to check out to find out new design trends.
Mhm,
Besides that,
absolutely.
we can look for social media profiles. Like there is lots of groups in the social media, groups or pages where people are sharing new designs on daily basis. Even you can go to Behance, and there's not all of them, but there are some of the uh, guys who are sharing very unique and very amazing design on the Behance. We can follow those profiles as well. And sometimes we can also look for outside of the design industry to get some. We can analyze some popular designs in the past. For example, last couple of years, 2022 or 2021, we can check the
Exactly.
popular designs from those years and analyze them that to understand why it became popular, and we can re-implement it on 2023 to create more unique designs. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Thank you for your great answer, Alex. Do you think like this retro style will be coming back in 2024? Like it's one of the most popular design trends. Mostly all the people follows this like colorful and chooses to go with uh chooses to go with like a like a very vintage uh design instead of going with more modern and corporate feel. Do you think like it's going to be coming back in 2024 or this year design trends?
Yeah, the answer is both yes and no. Actually, design is a subjective to a person. So for
Exactly.
some person, they like vintage type feelings, so they might like this trend. But for
Right.
some persons, they always look for something new, something that did not exist before.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think it might be it might be a like viral design for 2024.
Oh,
Might be.
okay.
So
Right. I would like to know, like, what is your personal, like, favorite when it comes to design? What kind of design trends you like?
my personal favorite, I always like something new. I always think of
Yeah,
something that nobody used that design before, something I can claim for myself,
exactly.
like, hey, this is my design, my brand, my website. So this is
Exactly.
really unique to me. So I
Yeah.
will look for unique,
Yep.
beautiful.
That's how your portfolio is presented. That's
Thank
really
you.
amazing. Yeah. So I would like to ask you, what is the significance of creating mockups and design and concepts?
Yeah, so main actually benefits of creating mockup, I would say visualization and
Mm.
communication.
Okay.
So before actually building the full design, if we build a mockup, we can use this mockup to communicate with our client and get their feedback. And even our clients can show it to their potential audience to get feedback from their audience. So, and this is the way it will be, I think, cost and time saving. So I always like to have a mock-up before we design anything completely.
Right. That's understandable. Absolutely. Okay. So is there anything like we do it with the like why do you think like drafting and sampling important, and what do you learn from this process, because that's our very initial process, so how you
Yeah,
take it as
I
important?
always encourage designers to do that because when we have drafting, we can compare between two designs. Because when we sometimes it is hard to understand which is better, which is not. So if we keep two designs, two draft side by side,
Right.
uh, it our eyes can easily take the better one.
Exactly.
So I would say the quality control and quickly find out the better design is the main purpose of drafting and sampling.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so as you mentioned, like this quality control, do you think like it's one of the major key factor in your designs, like when we trying to um come up with any, like sometimes we try to brainstorm lots of ideas, and then we were trying to segregate, like segregate some of those design ideas. Let's say I came up with like five different concepts, and now I have to pick two best two which I can present to client. So how do you ensure that the quality control is being what's the basically the role of the quality control in this
Yeah, I get
process?
it. I think to make sure better quality, we should understand the requirements, the
Right.
main requirements from the client.
Okay.
And after we understand it, we should do some research for inspiration.
Got it.
And we should make a habit of keep getting the client feedback as much as possible, because as I said to you before, that design is a subjective matter. So something maybe a designer like, but the client may not like. So that's why
Exactly.
we should actually get the client's feedback as frequently as possible. And we also understand the business as well. If we understand the business, there's a lots of things that I think we will able to do what is called attention to detail, which
Right.
is very important for a designer.
Yep, exactly. Details are really, really important. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
definitely
this is
agree.
the way we can ensure the quality of a design. But
Exactly. Right. Okay. And can you tell me how can you ensure the quality of your designs during the designing phase?
Um, yeah, so as I already mentioned, it should be like a iterative process. It should
Okay.
uh, it should always share the ideas. What we are doing as a team member, we should get feedback from each other, because not you are not designing like alone, right? You have a team member, so you need to share with them and ask their thought, and they also
Exactly.
give feedback to their design. So create a like good culture, company culture, culture of like helping and talking about each other's design besides the client's feedback. I think is a great way to improve the design.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. So, what steps are involved in creating a strong brand identity in the design?
Yeah, this is actually a long steps. I would say that first you need to define your brand,
Okay.
and then you need to conduct some market research, find your potential audience. You need to be, or you need to be aware about the your audience, like your audience choice, audience taste of design. uh, for example, you are building something, for example a health app for that involves only for male customer, for example, but you are using the purple color.
Mhm.
Definitely it is not a good choice. So that's why
Exactly.
you need to do a like your audience design test. And you need to then we need to create a logo. And when you are creating logo, I think you should keeps few things in mind, that the logo is not like a thing that you are going to use once. It is you are going to keep using everywhere, like in your everywhere, every platform, every design materials. So you need to keep in mind the logo should be scalable, and it should use reusable everywhere. And it should follow the consistent color palette.
Exactly.
Besides that, I think we should create a mm, we should build a style guide for the designers, so that because we might change the designer time to time, and designers approach is different. But if we
Yeah.
create a brand style guide for the
Right.
designers, they will able to follow the old designs, and they will keep doing the good work without wasting a lot of time.
Exactly. Brand's guide is really important. As myself as a designer, I understand the importance of it because it's really important when you try to expand your design ideas. It's really, like that is something, the first thing that we note, like we go through what's their existing design brand guidelines is there.
Yeah, I
So
know you guys are doing this because you guys, I already worked with you, and you guys are very great designer and doing a lots of. You also did a very, like, there are a couple of designs you did for me. It was mind blowing. My clients are liked it. They they are like they are mesmerized by the design. So I know you guys are following this, but just I can.
glad to hear
Mean,
from
actually,
you.
I would say that I learned from you guys like this kind of stuff because of working closely with you. And
Yeah.
I also would like to mention one last thing that is very important, which is typography.
Yeah.
Typography is like another identity. I think it should also be, if it is possible, we should create a custom font for our brand. So nobody else is going to use that font, and it will be a completely unique,
Yeah.
memorable brand.
Yeah.
That's all from my
No
side.
doubt. Yep, exactly. So, yeah, let me ask you like this pretty, say, question, I would say. What do you think on the quality when it comes to design? I'm talking about in terms of like when you say quality, I'm referring to pixelation of your artwork. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so for the quality, I would say there is sometimes the designers what miss, they generally forgets that the purpose of the design, like where is going this design is going to be used. For example, if I ask a designer, hey, can you create me a let's say banner for Facebook? They can easily Google and search for the what is the dimension of that banner,
Exactly.
but sometimes they are not doing it, and they are building a simple banner using like random size,
Yeah,
which
got you.
does not a good quality like practice. So
Yep.
I think this could be a
Yeah, so just for the audience recap, if you're going to post on Facebook, your standard size that Facebook has in their documentation is 1080 by 1080 for square regular post. But sometimes we used it like we tend to use like a like a real number like 1000 by 1000 pixels. So that 80 pixel difference is actually we don't tend to notice in the while we are working on any design softwares, but when it goes to actual Facebook, because it has maybe since you are a developer, like Facebook has that compression and all those techniques which compresses the image and make it lighter for the website, right? So it actually somehow reduce the sizes and make those quality more compressed, right?
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So so I would like to ask you, what do you think about our purple color, since you mentioned a while ago?
Yeah, it is a great color, I would say. And because design is kind of creative thing, right? So this is the color you used in your website. It is not like a rigid purple. There is kind of dark shadow over the purple. It looks actually very, very cool. I
Yeah,
liked it.
thank
Uh,
you.
although like a new design trend for this 2023 is
Yeah.
Viva Magenta.
Yeah, we might shift to that though, but since we are more focused in our branding, we might have this concern.
Yeah, the magenta is like the companies are describing is a very powerful and empowering, and
Exactly.
it is actually Viva Magenta is a brave and fearless.
Right.
Um, it's a pulsating color, and I would say it's a great choice.
Yep. So we are the color of the last year in 2022, and now it's changed.
Yeah.
So yeah, no worries. We'll keep up with the trend. So let me move forward with the questions again. So I have this very good question that I think it will definitely caught your attention.
Yeah.
Uh, what do you think when we have um, design systems? Since I think you have a vast knowledge of all the design systems like this Airbnb. Apple iOS design system, Google Material Design System. So, which is the most preferable design system, which is, like when it comes to like accessibility for the user, which is
Mhm.
most the easiest one, or you can say which is more accessible to the user? Like, what is the most preferable design system as a developer you can give it to our audiences? So since anybody is in the beginner stage in the who are coming into design, or any client who don't have any, like who don't have any knowledge about the design system, they are just more concerned. All right, Alex. So moving forward to my next question, what do you think when it comes to design system? If anybody as a beginner joining into this design industry, since we are talking about mastering in design trends, I would like to know your opinion. What do you think? Which is the best design system that any newcomer or any client who has no idea about any design systems, like which is the most accessible? Of course, we will choose which design is most accessible one based on their needs. If they are working for young kids, their app is for young kids, they definitely go with, can be any design system, like iOS is one of the good example. And if you're working on like colorblind people, or like any like 70 plus people, so they
Mhm.
completely need, like, they have to rethought the UX, right? The designer have to rethought the UX basically. So what do you think, which is the best design systems that you can suggest anybody to go with?
Yeah, I think for average people, I would say mm, Google Material Design
Yeah,
System
my
is
personal favorite.
best. And also I like it because of its focus on accessibility, as we mentioned
Exactly.
that the old people or blind people, so
Right.
they for them accessibility is a great tool. And Google SEO nowadays like focuses on like if your design or if your website is accessible, means it is usable, easy to use
Right.
uh, by the like vision blind people or something like that. So it will be like greatly ranked over the site which is not accessible.
Exactly. Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, Google design trend, material design, I would say, is the
Mhm. Yeah, I
best.
got you. Yep, exactly. So let me ask you like a development question. I believe it's
Yeah.
what do you think, like there is a designer who's working on a design right now. What is the most like, as a developer, I saw lots of memes going on, like designer will create like a button with moon and all those shiny effects. And then on
Yeah.
the developer side, they are sweating like, oh my God, what I'm gonna do with this design.
Yeah.
So, what are the challenges? Let's ask you as a developer, what are the challenges that you guys face as a developer, basically?
Yeah, I think as I mentioned before, we should start from communication first. Before when actually a designer be designing something, we should actually should have closely sort of ask them what they are designing. Because if they design something that is completely uh, like out of the box, that does not exist in the web still, we can do that, but it will take a long time. it will
Mm-hmm.
it will actually cost our client a lot of money.
Right.
uh, Besides, so we need to focus, besides the creating a unique and animation, like unique design, we also need to think about our clients money. We
Exactly.
need to take care, we need to like give we need to give them like better, beautiful, unique website or design web apps within their budget. So I trust that collaborating with designers would solve this problem.
Yeah, that's correct. So I saw your portfolio and we work together. I know you're working on like the high paying clients, which are like those websites are like completely out of the world. I saw some of them. I
Yeah,
can
they actually had a
definitely
lot.
tell.
Their budget was very big. One of them, they actually spent $200,000 for a single
Wow.
website. You can't imagine.
Wow. Yep,
So
exactly.
yeah,
So
there are
look at the
some clients
details.
who really, who really actually take cares about their branding and And even that website got ranked one in the world, even
Wow,
on top of the Apple's website.
that's
Uh,
great.
I guess the name is
Glad to hear.
I think just the name. Let me find the name. It
Yeah,
is. mm, Hold on a second. I'm giving the name so you can.
sure.
So it is cloudcastles.gg.
Oh
So
yeah, that's
it
really amazing. I saw the site. Yeah, definitely, no doubt.
yeah, it ranked over the Apple. You can
No
imagine the Apple
doubt.
is a $1 trillion company. Even they could
Exactly.
not come up with this kind of awesome like effect on the website.
Yep, we
So
understand
yeah.
your value. Yeah. Yep. So it's all about how much love you want to put into your business or your site, whatever design you wanted to put. So it's all about, it's not about the money. It's ultimately goes like to your satisfaction and what you are actually would like to convey your message to your users. So it's something
Exactly,
like
exactly.
really you are doing great work in this. So I must appreciate your work.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sunil.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think let me go for a couple of questions from the direct chat. I am getting some questions in here.
Sure.
So let me see. Yeah, I like to pick this one. They are asking about the marketplaces. I'm not
Mhm.
sure what they mean. Like somebody's asking from the chat itself how to stand out in the marketplace. It's a pretty
Yeah, so it is challenging though nowadays. It is competitive marketplace, but I
exactly
would suggest two actually thing. One, pick a niche like, for example, you're a web developer, but instead of writing, instead of identifying yourself, your title should not be a web developer. You should, for example, you are expert in a specific thing. For example, that you are good at building charts using D3, for example. So instead of
right.
writing web developer, if web developers only do that D3 charts, but instead of writing web developer, you are writing D3 charts expert.
I see.
So, and also add some proof, add some like good portfolio. Even if you do not have portfolio, create some locally in your local machine. So the clients will ask actually about your design. You can show them from your machine so that they understand that you really can do it. So yeah, create a unique title that has market demand, and add like beautiful portfolio.
Right.
This is, I think you will able to stand out in the marketplace.
Yep. So I hope you got your answer, guy. So yeah, I mean definitely it's like it's a very competitive market nowadays, especially since like every young designer and all those young developers, they are just like they don't know what to do. They're just putting in their portfolio, getting it from the internet most of the time, and they are just, like simply
No, you
putting
should
in
be
the
honest about your work. You
exactly.
should not like copy paste some from somebody else's work. It's not
Yep,
ethical, and it will actually destroy your reputation. Uh,
exactly. Later
just
or sooner.
announce, just do something, practice something. Nowadays, there is a lots of resource. Even ChatGPT
Exactly.
can help you to build anything you want. So
Yeah.
build it, run it, and add it as the portfolio, and then approach to client. And I believe you will have a good success there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, definitely. We couldn't be agree more on that. So yeah, uh, uh, this question is, I don't know, like whether we should answer this or not, but seems interesting to me. What do
Yes.
you
Yeah.
think? What are the key elements of successful design trends? I think we already discussed this.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think we already discussed
so
kind of thing, key elements of design, like
yeah, key elements
building a unique
probably.
unique logo. Building the design should be unique. It should your um you should have a unique typography. You should follow the design guideline. These are the
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, you will follow your refer to the very basic document that you had. It could be brand identity that is already being developed, or you can refer to any brand. Like the basically we all start with the logo most of the time. uh, if you have a good logo, it could be easily transformed into, like cross portability. So everywhere you can use it, Fab Icon, or uh, I think you can actually explain what is Fab Icon and what's the importance of Fab Icon. Basically, like most of the people don't understand what's the difference in a logo and a Fab Icon. So I think since we have you as a developer, you can actually explain our audience what is the importance of Fab Icon in the developer, I mean, web space.
Yeah, Fab Icon, I think is pretty old stuff, but maybe some people still do not know. You see the on your browser, on the very
Exactly.
top right corner, there is a small icon.
Yeah.
That actually should be part of your logo, or maybe some people actually build a custom a small version of the
Yeah.
logo you to use as a Fab Icon, because Fab Icon's standard size is 32 by 32 pixel. Or some people actually create a design, unique design only for Fab Icon, so
Exactly.
uh, they can use it. So yeah, you should always use it, because nowadays people actually keeps their on their browser, they opens at least 20 to 30 tabs in the same browser.
Exactly. That's
And
the importance.
to stand out from all of these tabs, you should have a
Yeah.
unique Fab Icon. I have a suggestion for the designers. So when you're designing a Fab Icon, it should be more colorful, because it is very small.
Exactly.
So colorful stuff actually catches the eyes. For example, the Fab Icon of YouTube, you see this red,
Yeah, the
so it
red
always catches the eyes.
traffic red.
Yeah.
That's like a completely red thing. Yeah, like you really like explain it like very briefly. Like as you said, like most of the time, like I'm opening 50 tabs in during the day, because as a designer, I'm keep on looking for different sites. What are the, like designers trends are emerging. So I have to keep doing that research also. In the meantime, I also have to, like open up some of the uh, main tabs which I needed for communication, right? Just like Gmail and all those other websites that I need. And Fabricon is the space, as you mentioned, it's just like a tiny space among 50 tabs. I don't have any idea. My whole screen is covered up. I can only see the Fab Icon. Now I just have to guess. Imagine if somebody is tracking down one by one. Somebody has 200 open. Like imagine researchers, right? Researchers might have opened 200 tabs because it's their daily job. So I believe the Fab Icon, it's something like really interesting. It's a minor detail in the logo or in the development, but it's really impact the like how people actually interact or finds you when it comes to their visibility as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. We explained it very well. Yeah, that is
Exactly.
the purpose of the Fab
Yep.
Icon.
So yeah, thank you for that. Actually, like it's a really good point that you mentioned, and I think everybody is giving a cheers up, like the way you mentioned. So thank you for that, pointing out that thing. Yeah. So let me pick the one last question in here. What's that? During the designing phase, I think we already covered up. We don't need to mention that. It's again the same thing. You need to go through sketches, go through the concept phase, and then you go through the final sketches or whatsoever. Like you need to go through the back and forth of the client. You can do that. Yeah, this is like a very good question. Last time I had a Rocky Bull during this live streaming event, and he mentioned this question. I mean, he mentioned this concern. Like he explained us how to find a target audience or target market.
Mhm.
So would you like to add on what is your opinion to find that specific target market, being a freelancer or being a uh, like a design expert? How can we find a target audience or target market for our specific niche or space? Do you have anything?
Yeah, so I think to find a target, because the design, when you're designing something, like you can design anything, right? But
Okay.
uh, maybe you already designed something. So I think look at your portfolio and see that, check out all of the designs and see which designs you did best. Like, I know not all the designs looks good, right? There are some designs a little bit low in quality, but there are some designs that really stands out. So I would say that list out all of your designs and then look, try to find out that which category they are falling, and
Yeah,
then you can do the market research for those categories and find the, for example, let's say you did some good design for dentist. So
absolutely.
now the dentist are your market fit. So go to the
Exactly.
LinkedIn, find the dentist, so
Yep,
now it is very easy and approach them with your design.
I heard you. Yep, that's correct. Yep. So thank you so much for your prominent answers, Alex, and I really appreciate your presence here. And so far, I'm just like fast. I'm just like very excited to have all the answers from you, and like really, it's a great honor to have you here. And definitely, everybody learns things that they didn't know or we didn't know. We definitely had a really good conversation. I have prepared this special segment for you. So in this segment, I would like to know, when is the first time you decided that, oh, I wanted to do the development, or I wanted to go in this development field? What
Oh.
was your first realization?
That is actually very early as in my life. It was like um, I think I was in the school, and now the design or like website was like very trendy on the time. So like building website nowadays it is very easy. Lots of people can do, but lots of people can do easy website, but still complex website they need lots of skills. But on that time, even building a simple website was a crazy stuff. Like it looks like
Exactly.
a very looks like a rocket science on the time. So it was from very early as I actually get interested on web development, and I was learning it from very early age. And I did my like schools. I even built my own schools websites from. It was free, of course, and
Wow.
so I learned it like by doing it for free stuff, and I was keep doing for like I did some work for the family and friends, and then slowly growing to the commercial space. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long time.
Yep. Had you? That's great. So let me just before we wrap this up, I would like to ask you this very generous question.
Mm.
Uh, in 90s, we saw the design trend was completely different. The buttons were like gradient, they're like 3D buttons. Like when the iPhone 4, or I don't know, the early iPhones that started, it has that 3D UI kind of feel, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
right now we just have like a rectangles, text on it. What do you
yeah.
think? The development is easy now, or the development was easy earlier in 90s?
Well, actually, it is about design trend because
Yeah,
when it started out, all that time, like 3D thing was, oh, it is very cool. It's 3D.
exactly.
You can see 3D, But nowadays, when you see like videos, get lots of like cool designs. We have
Yeah,
like AR, VR. We even see that when you are watching a VR glass, you can see people is live in front of me. So nowadays, 3D is not considered as cool anymore. So even flat square shape considered as like corporate design. So
yeah,
yeah, I would say in terms of button, it is definitely easier. And yeah, and it is I would say overall it is definitely even on other aspects of the web development, it is very easy nowadays to build any basic website web layouts, sections, buttons like input boxes, or even like custom layouts. And even after chat gpt, it becomes more
yeah,
easier.
yeah,
So you just need
exactly.
to type it and it builds it for you, and maybe you need to do some minor changes. It is better if you know this matter. So but yeah, it is much easier, I would say, but much easier for the conventional stuff. But if you want to build something unconventional, something unique, something uh, that creates unique value for your business,
Exactly.
that is not easy to do. Only a skilled developers can do it. So yeah, I
Yep,
guess you had the good answer.
definitely. Thank you. Thank you so much for your kind answers. So I think since we are uh, running out of time, I think that would be my last question to you. And so this is like a pretty straightforward question to you. Why did you choose to be a developer?
I think I
Why
already
not
answered the
designer?
question.
Why
Yeah, I
not
think I
designer?
already
Yeah,
answered you the question that
right.
from my childhood it was like a buzz, web developer. Oh, it's a big thing. So
Yeah,
that's why I started out, and when I actually actually started working on it, I really enjoyed it, and I did not lose my enjoyment. So I have
yeah,
keep
yeah,
doing it till today. So from the very beginning to now, I am a developer, and I love to build it. That's why lots of people actually switch their career, but I love what I'm doing, so that's why I don't switch
exactly.
my career, and I hope that I will keep doing it in future
Yep,
as well.
I heard you. Being consistent is the key. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I think it's time to let us know more about image appeal. So, if you are ever looking for a unique branding, logo identity, and social media, any
Mhm.
kind of specific design or digital marketing designs, we are here to help you. Image Appeal is an integrated design agency which specialize in all arena of graphics design, and we are operated by learning, educating, and innovating, and also creating and delivering output, and a fast growing agency with a talented creative team. We have an expert team of motion graphics developer, illustrators, and all those industry professionals that we need to keep up our design trends. And our style is to keep up with consistently shifting norms of this dynamic industry. We admire people who do businesses, launch projects, create trade, and produce. Image Appeal will help you create an aesthetic, intelligent, unique, and practical design, specially tailored for your business, providing exclusive graphic design for your corporate and startup business needs, developing awareness and consistent recognition of your business, ensuring to bring your ideas to life with a unique design solution, communicating it effectively to stand out in the marketplace. We are the reliable design agency, and we are a good when it comes to managing project with priority and meeting deadlines. You will have a guaranteed quality service and efficient design process from beginning to end. Above
That's great.
all, we specialize in creating exclusive, modern, clean, and minimal design style work of any business industry. You guys can connect with us and we will help you solve your business challenges using design instruments. And as I mentioned, we work closely with Alex Zodel, and we have done such incredible projects when it comes to design. And as you guys can visit Alex Zodel portfolio, I would like uh, you to Alex, you to give your portfolio link if you would like to share with our
Actually,
audience.
about my portfolio, it is not. I did not share all of the like beautiful and unique designs. There is a couple of
I
them.
got you.
Because of the NDA, I could not share it publicly.
I heard
But
you.
if there is a potential client, I generally show them privately.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So,
yeah,
yeah,
and image appeal, yeah, you guys, I know you guys from very beginning, and you guys did some uh very amazing jobs for me, because last time there are, I think there are design projects from one of my clients, and you did like amazing job. I think it was for the Mark Sure. So you the design you did, the client was, wow, what a thing you built. So
yeah,
yeah, you guys made my day. So definitely
thank you.
I would recommend you, and I will keep you guys using for any of my design work.
Really glad to hear from you, Alex.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys can visit our portfolio at www.imageappeal.com. And also you can follow our social media accounts, and we'll drop the links for our speaker, Alex, social media links if you guys are looking for any of these. So we'll definitely provide you the links that you'll be requiring. And yeah, so do check all of our portfolios and all of our sites and let us know if you guys wanted to work with us. We would love to work with any of the projects that you would be giving us. So there you have it, guys. I hope you had fun with us, especially you, Alex. It's such a great experience for us to have you here at this event. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Once again, I'm your host, Sunil. At this event, we hope you learned something new and exciting. We hope you enjoyed our deep dive. Stay tuned for our next episodes. See you next time. Bye.
Right,
Bye,
take care.
guys. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, let me record.
Okay.
Stop recording.